Creating connection, building a culture of belonging in the workplace abstract. This article explores how organizational leaders can cultivate a culture of connection where employees feel a strong sense of belonging by discussing the importance of social bonds for both individual well-being and organizational success based on research evidence showing that loneliness and lack of social connection are linked to poorer physical and mental health as well as lower performance, productivity and creativity at work, while socially connected workplaces outperform those characterized by disconnect. The article provides strategies for leaders to promote meaningful social bonds by emphasizing the need to intentionally create an inclusive culture through implementing diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives to foster a sense of belonging for all employees. Cultivating compassion by establishing formal and informal support systems that demonstrate care for employees' wellness. And facilitating shared experiences through community-building activities and social events that help employees connect on a personal level beyond just work tasks. Exemplar companies that comprehensively implement these types of initiatives through programs promoting unusually strong employee collaboration, retention, morale, and organizational success are shown to benefit from nurturing social bonds so that when these bonds are cultivated, both individuals and their workplaces can thrive. Loneliness and disconnection plague modern society, including within organizations. Yet research shows that meaningful connections are essential for both individual well-being and organizational success. Today we will explore how leaders can cultivate a culture of connection where employees feel a strong sense of belonging. By focusing on inclusion, compassion, and community, leaders can tap into the benefits of social bonds and create an energized, high-performing workplace. Research Foundation: the power of social bonds. Before delving into specific strategies, it is important to understand the research foundation demonstrating the importance of social connection in the workplace. A large body of evidence highlights the critical role that relationships play in both individual and organizational outcomes. Individual outcomes: at the individual level, social bonds are linked to better physical and mental health. Loneliness and social isolation are considered risk factors for premature death comparable to smoking and obesity. Holt Lunstead, Smith, and Layton, 2010. Connected individuals have lower rates of depression, stress, and anxiety. Casiopo and Patrick, 2008. Relationships even boost immune function and cardiovascular health. House, Landis, and Umberson, 1988. Organizational outcomes: connected workplaces also outperform those characterized by disconnect. Teams with strong social bonds have greater cooperation, knowledge sharing, and willingness to go above and beyond for colleagues and the organization. Atkin, Lin, and Byrne, 2006. A sense of belonging further enhances motivation, morale, and retention. Buchman, Glass, Brissett, and Seaman, 2000. Conversely, loneliness undermines performance, productivity, and creativity. Casiopo et al. 2006. Research shows that connecting employees to each other and the organization's purpose leads to greater commitment, engagement, customer service, and ultimately higher profits. Sias, 2005. In short, relationships matter greatly to individual wellness and organizational success. The following strategies can help leaders cultivate more meaningful social bonds within their workplace. Promote inclusion through diversity, equity, and belonging. One of the most important ways leaders can foster connection is by intentionally creating an inclusive culture where all individuals feel a strong sense of belonging regardless of personal attributes or backgrounds. Research indicates that diversity alone does not automatically yield the benefits of inclusion. Leaders must work to establish equity and promote belonging for all community members. Shaw et al. 2011. Some specific strategies include conducting regular reviews of hiring, promotion and compensation practices to identify and remedy potential biases, track and report on diversity metrics, Educating all employees on unconscious bias and promoting empathy, respect, and understanding across differences through diversity training. Celebrating cultural traditions and holidays to honor the diverse communities represented in the workplace. Make efforts to design inclusive work environments, language, images, and policies. Implementing employee resource groups where individuals from underrepresented identities can collectively advocate for their needs and mutually support one another. Holding leaders and managers accountable for inclusion through clear expectations. Reward structures and responsive processes to address concerns or complaints. For example, global consulting giant Accenture conducts extensive inclusion training and measures inclusion as a key performance indicator for leaders. They also offer 16 active employee networks worldwide focused on gender, generations, cultures, abilities, and more. These efforts have helped Accenture build a highly diverse workforce where employees from all backgrounds feel heard, respected, and able to succeed. Accenture N.D. Foster compassion through support systems. Another potent way to strengthen workplace bonds is by cultivating compassion, the ability to care for and understand others. Establishing formal and informal support systems demonstrates care for employees' well-being and fosters empathy between colleagues. Specific initiatives could include peer support programs where employees train as confidential listening supports for coworkers experiencing challenges inside or outside of work. Resource guides and workshops focused on self-care, stress management, mental health awareness, financial wellness, and other topics that impact life circumstances. Designated quiet spaces, wellness rooms, or other amenities promoting relaxation and respite from workplace demands. Company-sponsored employee assistance programs providing counseling, coaching, or crisis support. Treatment for mental health issues should be covered like physical health conditions. Paid medical and family leave far exceeding legal minimums to accommodate caring for oneself or loved ones through difficult periods. Compassionate return to work policies. For example, insurance company user cultivates compassion through extensive employee support programs. They offer on-site fitness facilities and health coaching. Mental health days, dedicated life events, concierge team, and flexible work arrangements. User also matches employee donations to help colleagues facing hardships, creating a genuine sense of community support. User N.D. These efforts have earned user recognition as a best place to work. Build community through shared experiences. Meaningful social bonds require regular interaction and shared experiences that go beyond surface-level work tasks. Leaders should foster opportunities for employees to connect on a more personal level through community-building activities and social events. Potential initiatives could include lunch and learn sessions where employees present on non-work topics they are passionate about to help colleagues get to know each other's outside interests. Activity clubs centered around hobbies, sports, arts, gaming, or other shared interests where virtual or on-site participation is encouraged. Virtual coffee dates, book clubs, or other scheduled informal check-ins to socialize outside of work demands. Annual company outings, volunteer events, or other in-person gatherings that incorporate families to nurture relationships beyond just co-workers. Celebrations for personal and cultural milestones that recognize employees as whole people rather than just their work roles. Internal social media groups, message boards, or other digital tools for casual sharing and interacting outside of work platforms. For example, software company Anthropic fosters community through weekly virtual coffee meetups. Monthly company-wide outdoor activities like hiking or board game nights. Employees feel personally invested in one another due to regular social interaction, resulting in unusually strong collaboration, retention, and morale. Anthropic N.D. Conclusion: social bonds matter greatly to both individual well-being and organizational success. Leaders play a pivotal role in cultivating an inclusive, Compassionate and community-focused culture where employees feel a strong sense of belonging. By implementing strategies to promote diversity and belonging. Foster compassion through support systems and nurture relationships through shared experiences. Workplaces can reap the benefits of meaningful social connections. Both employees and the organization will thrive when individuals feel valued, respected and cared for as whole people, not just as workers fulfilling defined roles. The research demonstrates this, and Exemplar companies reflect it in their approach. Leaders equipped to bridge personal and professional lives will create energized workplaces where talent wants to remain and productivity, innovation and service flourish.